Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and today we're gonna look at perfect champagne glass and perfect water glass from Harrius. That's right, two reviews in one. Well, that's not fair because technically you can buy them together. There is an option to purchase both of them together. But good news is, whatever fits your style, you can buy them separately. So together, they're only 60 bucks. You'll get both boxes, both gimmicks, both glasses, and everything included for 60. But if you'd like to purchase them separately, they are $35 a piece. Henry also offers a package where you can buy his famous Rubik's Cube effect as well, because that's actually the first trick he teaches you. So let's backpedal. What is perfect water or perfect champagne glass? Well, it's a liquid production, okay? Typically, magicians have brought this out of their jacket pocket, right? Something, inside their coat pocket, they bring out a full glass filled with a liquid, and then everybody's curious as to, well, how did you do that? Henry's gonna teach you four different ways to do the production, from extremely simple, beginner level, to something that requires a little bit more misdirection, a little bit more handling. Is it well made? Absolutely. I want to start here. I want to start here because I've had these marketed effects in the past, and they've always leaked. They've always leaked. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just how I do it, or, I don't know if it's user error, but they always leak. And so what Henry has done is he's taken all the trial and error out of it. He's bringing you the glass and the gimmick. Now, I made careful attention to not expose this. And so if you don't know, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna tell you how it's done or what the gimmick looks like. But if you're curious if it's the same kind of gimmick, well then yes, it's the same kind of gimmick, right? But they are plastic glasses, which means they're gonna hold the gimmick tighter, right, than glass, I think. And they look perfect. The glasses look like real crystal glasses, and they don't leak. And you can get this as a glass, a water glass, or a champagne glass, depending on your presentation. But I know I'm gonna, talk and ramble like I normally do because, I talk too much and I use my hands too much. But you wanna see it. You wanna see it for yourself. All right, let's go. And this is one of those stage effects that I feel like really could be for anybody. If you were a children's performer, this can work, right? If you do parlor magic or stage magic, this can work. I think even if you're a mentalist, comedy magician, doesn't matter. I think this trick is perfect for anyone who does magic for large groups. So this is a plastic water glass. Look at how the light catches this, even how it looks at the bottom. Like the bottom of this glass, that looks like real glass. The way it's shimmering and shining, it looks absolutely gorgeous, right? That's how it should look. And each box comes with the appropriate sized paper bag. And they're different colors so that you won't mix and match should you get both glasses. Here's the champagne glass box. Each one of the glasses also comes in a little like throwaway plastic sleeve. I'm not gonna throw away mine. I'm gonna keep my sleeve so that I can always keep my glass in a pristine, scratchless bag. So here's the champagne glass. Look at that. I have never seen a plastic champagne glass look like that. That looks perfect. And it's crazy, but there's a lot of weight to this. This feels like I'm holding a glass. If I didn't know any better, I would at first think this was glass until I started to touch it, right? Because, that kind of even could sound like glass. I don't know. But yeah, that is perfect. They are also drop resistant. So you could drop these and they should not break. So I'm just gonna say right now, and I've said this before, everything Harrius puts out is good quality. right? And if you want cube magic or thinking about getting into cube magic, I always recommend Harrius first. His videos are also always good. His products are good. His packaging is good. Everything's great. And so if you're anyone who does parlor, from kids to adults, stage magic, if you perform in large settings, I'm going to say run, don't walk to HH Presents and pick this up. You might as well buy both of them. Even if you're thinking, I don't know if I have, I don't know if I have a routine for the other one. I think I'm more of a water glass type person. You don't know. You don't know where you're going to be in 5 years. You don't know if you'll lose one or, a customer breaks it over their leg. You want to have a backup. So, hey, get both. I'm just going to say get both. $60 is not a lot of money to spend on a parlor or stage act that'll last you forever. So how's the video? Of course, you're going to get one video for both tricks, right? And it's about 40 minutes long. There's an intro. They talk about what you get. He'll walk you through how to make good liquid, right? You don't want to put liquids in this that could damage the glass. So he'll talk about what is a good liquid to put in here. And then he'll offer you a couple of routines. He'll start with cube and drink, which is actually with his Cube 360. And I know some of you are thinking, well, I don't have that trick. That's fine. You're really only going to do the second half of the trick then, where you just show a paper bag and remove, and then turn the bag upside down. So obviously there couldn't be liquid in it, right? And then remove the glass from the bag while it is upside down. The second trick is the drink from jacket. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can pull the drink just directly out of your jacket using a silk, right? It's going to require a silk. You're going to need some sort of misdirection because you're pulling it out of your inside jacket pocket. But he'll also teach you the trick where you take your jacket off and you mysteriously pull the full glass from your sleeve. And he will credit John Lovick for some of his routine ideas. He will credit Steve Thompson as well. So he does have some crediting there at the end. Pocket space, it's made to be hidden, right? It's something you're going to do for parlor. So this is not pocket space in the traditional sense that we say when we talk about walk around or everyday carry. This is probably something that will actually be in your box for a little while, or you could actually have this on your person. It's probably going to be in a paper bag, and that's how I would think that you should start. Don't worry about jackets. Say, I don't wear a suit jacket. That's fine. Do the paper bag method. Do the paper bag method. That is going to be the easiest, slight-free, beginner-level approach, and nobody can argue with that. You come out with the paper bag, turn it upside down, reach underneath and pull a full glass with liquid out, and then crumple the bag up. Just don't lose the bag, right? Don't lose the bag. And everything can be inspected afterwards. If you wanted to hand the glass out and have your spectator drink from it, I suppose you could. I wouldn't. This is one of those gimmicks that, you can tell what it is as an audience member, and I don't need to, solidify in their brain that it's a real glass or that it's real liquid. I can drink the liquid and prove it to them, right? And they can just take my word for it. How difficult it is? The initial trick is easy as long as you do the paper bag trick. The jacket ones require a little bit more misdirection, a little bit more, to do. But I think once you get comfortable with the gimmick, you'll easily graduate on. And of course, you could do this with a long sleeve shirt, right? If you were going to do the one where you take your shirt off or jacket off, you could do it with a long sleeve shirt. That would work. I think, maybe not. But you'll play around with it. You'll find uses for it for sure. Like I said, it can be funny. It can be just as a gag. It can be part of a full-blown trick. It could be something you're doing while you're waiting for the spectator to do something. Like you've asked them to do something and it's taking forever. So you do a little trick off to the side where you make a drink and you say, no, keep going. And you take your drink. There's lots of ways you can insert this. You can make it as long or as short as you want. And I think whenever you pay, a certain amount of money for a trick that you can do on stage that's going to take up time, it doesn't have to have anything else purchased for it. Like this is self-contained, nor do you have to go out and buy more things for it because you've done the routine several times, like, oh, this broke or this wore out. There's no more purchases. And it's definitely a trick, very memorable, and a staple of magic. Why wouldn't you pick this up? I don't know why you wouldn't. You saw how beautiful the glasses were. So buy one or the other. Same routine comes with both. They also come with paper bags, so you don't have to worry about that. Yes, you could get the 360 one. If you don't have the 360 already, that might be what you want to get, because you're going to get a whole pile of tricks with that as well. And the 360 is one of the best cube gimmicks out there. Absolutely. And it's going to make you look like a wizard. You don't have to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube at all. You will literally have a mixed up cube, shove it in the bag, bring it back out, solved, turn the bag over to prove there's no other cube in there, reach under and pull the glass out and crumple paper bag. Killer trick to combine those two things together. I don't think I will perform this now any other way. I think this is the way I will perform 360 from now on. Can't wait. Can't wait. Big, huge thanks to Henry Harrius for allowing me to have these two products so that I could do the review for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, and lastly, I would like to remind you that mine is not the only voice out there. When making a magic purchase, be sure to watch other review channels to get a well-rounded opinion. Please don't take my word for it. I am just one voice. There are plenty of other fantastic review channels out there, and you should be listening to all of them. I've included several of my favorite channels here, but I'm sure you know of a few others. Please do yourself a favor and subscribe and follow these talented people as well, so that you're always making the best purchase possible that fits your style and your character. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.